right, welcome to the Money Talk Show TV. I am your host, the Money Coach, and this is my lovely wife,
Trina.
All right, and today we're going to talk about the stock market again. That's what we do. We talk about the stock market here. So, what do you want to know about the stock market, baby? Since you are a very new beginner here, and I'm just a little bit, experienced, but we're going to work together and help each other grow. That's what we're all about.
Well, most people don't know what the stock market even is. So let's start from the beginning. What is the stock market?
Oh, pretty much a place where companies can go to get money from different people, which is investors, to help them grow their business. So the more investors that they have and the more money they grow, the better products they can make, the faster shipments, the things they can do to grow their company even more. And when you invest your money into the stock market, your money grows when the company grows. When the company makes better profits and more profits and things of that nature, open up more stores with the more money they get from the investors, that equals a gain in your initial investment into the stock market. So it's a lot of groups out there.
So now that we know what investors are, then investor is or can be an individual person who decides to take his or her own money and invest in the stock market. But investors can be in a group, a bunch together, like a group of investors or companies of investors, which probably go after bigger, stocks and bonds or bigger shares because together they're more powerful with a larger amount of money.
Yes, just like ARK investors. And ARK investors is a group of investors. They gather up a whole bunch of analysts and people, and they invest in other different projects because they are investors, so they kind of know the market pretty much well. And they just recently invested a lot of money in a certain company, which is ND, Nano.
Okay, so I'm a new investor and I'm a solo entity by myself, little bitty old me. So this can be kind of overwhelming to somebody like me. I'm just, a mediocre person with a small amount of money trying to get in there. So now I'm kind of intimidated because I feel like you got all these big dogs, all these smart people, all these people who went to school for 12 years, all these billionaires. Where can I fit in something like this?
Well, that's why I recommend using your own brokerage account with Webull, Robinhood, M1 Finance. That way you can do it yourself and you can do your own research, and that way you won't have to be intimidated or have to take a risk by putting your money with someone else, taking their word. You can do your own research and trust your own gut and feeling.
Because that's one of the reasons why when people be like the stock market, they be like, nah, because they feel like I don't have the money or the resources to jump into bed with these type of people. So you get intimidated and you just don't even want to try. Because a long time ago, I used to be kind of interested in the stock market, but I used to be like, no, I ain't even got the money or the resources or the knowledge to even be trying to, get in the bed with these people. So you just shy away from it. So somebody like me who knows nothing about this is, a little timid and kind of scared and wants to know, how can I fit into this $1 billion investment corporation and still get a nice return, and stay by myself. So do you recommend, private investments, or would it be better for me to take my money and maybe link up with a company or a group of investors? Because that's kind of intimidating too, because you'd be like, what if these people steal my money? Or so how does that work?
Well, that's a good question. That's why I recommend ETFs. ETFs is pretty much like a group of companies, and I'm gonna give you an example. For say you had 5 of those companies in that group of say 15, 5 of those companies were fast food restaurants like McDonald's and Chipotle and stuff like that. So during this coronavirus time, those 5 companies might not be doing too well. So those other 10 companies that's in that ETF, half of those 10 companies are tech companies, which are doing real good right now. Therefore, your balance is out. And the other 5 could be in real estate or diversified. And that's the way they diversify ETFs.
Wait, hold on. Let's break this down for us slow, simple people. So you telling me that I can join an investment company with other people who have different other kind of things going on, and we're in this all together, and like if my stuff ain't doing so good and theirs is doing even better, it'll still balance out all of our stuff because we're in it together?
Similar, but pretty much you will be buying like a regular stock, and that's called an ETF. You can Etf Stocks, but in that one stock is a group of 15 to 25 different stocks. Therefore, your money is a safe investment. Okay. Pretty much, versus you just taking all your money and just putting it on one particular company. You have 25 different companies. Therefore, your money will balance out and it will have a greater chance of just going up pretty much versus you taking your risk on just one company. And I highly recommend ETFs because they're great, they're safe, and I love them. And some of them even give out dividends.
Safe. Dividends are safe.
I know some of y'all are asking, what is dividends?
Man, let me do my job.
I'm sorry, I was ready for it. I'm ready. I'm ready. Go ahead, do your thing, baby.
Moving on. So, dividends. Since it's brought up that dividends are safe stock, what is a dividend and what are dividends?
Okay. Dividends is a payment paid to an investor for pretty much buying a share in that stock.
I like payments.
For being an owner, And real good tip, if you buy a stock, you are a owner, small little bit owner of that company. So therefore, when that company makes money every quarter or yearly, depending on which company you invest in, they will issue out a payment on the percentage of the rates of profits that they made during that particular quarter yearly. And they will give you a dividend check, or it will be directly sent to your brokerage account.
Okay, so I'm starting to feel a little better about, the stock market and everything, but I still don't know anything and everything. So, the stock market, if I invest in the stock market, is this something that I have to attain to or deal with every day? Because I'm a busy person. I work a lot and I don't have a lot of time. Am I going to miss out on anything if I'm not paying attention to it every day or following it?
That's a good question. Well, no, you don't have to. There's ways that you can set it up where you can set a price limit for the certain stock that you have your eyes on. And if you can just pretty much set the number, say, hey, I like that stock, I want to buy it for this certain amount of money, and I'll leave it in there, and it just will hopefully fill within a certain period of time. And therefore, you don't have to watch it. But if you depend on like trying to day trade, which is more riskier, then you'll be watching the stocks every day.
Pause. What is day trading?
Day trading is pretty much, in simpler terms, like gambling on companies, like, the casino. You pretty much gambling that this company is going to do good within a certain amount of time, or you gambling that that company is going to do bad within a certain amount of time. And you don't have to actually own a total share of that company to bet on it, like Tesla. You don't have to have the whole $500 to bet that Tesla's going to do good or bad. That's called day trading.
Is that like gambling at the casino?
Yes.
When you shooting dice?
Yes.
And then you side betting?
Yes.
I thought it was illegal.
No. It's very, very legal in the stock market. It's pretty much the gambling, the rolling dice in the stock market for business owners. So.
Okay, so how do you even go about doing that? I don't even know how to gamble on the tables at the casino, so how would I know how to gamble in the stock market, in the day trading? I don't know none of this. I don't know what the Dow is. None of this stuff makes sense, you know. How do a person who's just not getting into the stock market is able to decipher, get off into any of that? Because you're like a little sheep among the wolves, and you're like, I don't.
Yeah, I know. I ain't scared of that, did I? All right, now, but yes, that's why I highly recommend doing your research. That's what we all about. We want to do this research while we talk about the stock market so we can get a better understanding. That's why you look at it and see the certain patterns. And once you look at a few stocks that you actually like, I highly recommend just putting those on your watch list on the Weevil app down at the bottom. And that way you can check the status of those stocks. And also on all the platforms, you can check the status of the previous weeks behind, and check what the stock was doing and how did it move up or down.
Well, you know what? I'm going to make this short, simple, and sweet because that's just how I'm cut. So listen, for people who are unknown about the stock market like me, let me break it down to you in layman terms. If somebody walked up to you and said, give me $25, and you give them $25, and in 2 weeks they bring you back $150, you'd keep doing it, wouldn't you? So this is what this is like. It's just like they're saying, you know, give me a little bit of your money now, in just a little amount of time, you know, with the correct match and, you know, interest, I'll give you back a high percentage. So if somebody keep coming up to you saying, give me $25 and I give you $150 in 2 weeks, you'll keep doing it. So it's the same thing. You just gotta try, you know, and pay attention. And if you really want to get money, because this ain't for everybody. Some people like, man, that's too hard. That's too much work. It's really not. But for people who want to get money, like for real, you better do it, because I'm following him, and I wasn't even the smallest bit of interested in none of this until I seen him get money. That's what caught my attention. Not the stock market or the Dow or the day trading. It was the money. That's what caught my attention. If I'm sitting up in there looking at TV and I'm looking like, why you over there getting money like that? It caught my eye, and I hope it catches your eye. So even if it doesn't, I'm still getting money. So it is what it is.
Mm-hmm. So to help us out and to help you, if you have any questions about the stock market or things you want us to talk about or anything you want to know, please leave it in the comments so that way we can go ahead and make another video and help you out. That way we can help each other out. That way I can get my wife to learn better about the stock market so we can make more money so we can get this house, baby.
I don't have time. Ask him. He gonna help you. He gonna help you.
Yeah.
I had to help myself.
Putting in videos. I'll be there in the morning. You see me in the morning. I get on that when the stock market opens up Monday through Friday.
I'm a vampire. I'm not a day trader.
I'm up every day, baby. I'm like this. Let me see them stocks. Let me see them stocks going up. I'm on it, baby. I'm on it. All right. Thank y'all for joining in. Love y'all. Be blessed to invest in yourself.
Stay safe.
Yes. Please stay safe out there.
Because this corona is real.
Yes. Especially during the holidays, the turkey season. We know everybody's trying to go out. Please wear your mask and stay safe. Please stay safe. The Money Coach.
Give music in.
The music gonna play. You don't worry about the music. You just gotta dance. That's all. You gotta worry about.
So we gotta dance to imaginary music.
Imaginary music. You gotta just get it. Just get it. You got the music playing. Get it. There you go. And it's gonna play.
There's no music.
You gotta snap your fingers.
That booty twerk to the.
Go ahead. Oh.
That is so ghetto. We are supposed to be investment bankers. Money Talk Show TV.